Hi, I'm Ellie. If we're not present with what is, what's really going on, we can make no change. This is true whether it's in our personal life or what's happening globally. If we are not able to be with, to see, to accept what really is happening, we lose our ability to choose. We cannot consciously move towards what we want. We are just, they call this fate when we just, we don't consciously create for ourselves. And right now in the United States, there is a shocking similarity. Before I say what it is, actually, trigger warning. I am going to take us low. We're going to touch heavy topics, very heavy topics, and then we're going to go up. We're going to breathe life into ourselves. So if you feel like you're in the place for that kind of ride, let's go. There is a shocking similarity to what is happening now in the United States to the Holocaust. So I'm going to read some things to you. So I was asking myself the question today. I was asking, how would anyone let what I see happening to human beings, their lives being taken? So you say, no, their lives are not taken. The ones in the United States in concentration camps, the ones who are awoken in the middle of the night to masked men with guns throwing their families against the wall and the floors in this abrupt violence. They are in concentration camps. Their life has been taken. They cannot be with their loved ones. They cannot go and rest in the sun when they feel they need to. They cannot go to the bathroom freely. They cannot shower freely. They cannot make themselves a cup of tea. Their lives have been stolen. So this is something that would serve all of us to be able to be with, even if it's painful. Because again, we can make no change unless we are with what is. And to help us be with what is, before I read, if you start to feel fear, because this is not my message, and I hope that the energy I am embodying, conscious love, will help to settle your nervous system. But if you are feeling fear or some heavy emotion, bring your focus and your attention into your body and just feel the sensations in your body. Try to relax your mind. Come out of the thinking mind. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are experiencing them. So we can ground ourselves, and it's very important now and moving forward to learn how to ground ourselves, to calm. We do that. Open as consciousness. Come out of the thinking mind. We open as love. We're in business, baby. So I Googled because I wanted to know, how could the Holocaust have happened? Like, how could anyone let this happen? And so it said people went along with the Holocaust through a combination of deep-seated anti-Semitism, intense societal pressure, effective propaganda, and fear. Rather than a single cause, millions of individuals participated or remained silent due to a mix of ideological belief, opportunism, and human psychology. So what happened, then it goes on to say some of the things, and I want you to see and just ask yourself if you see any similarities to what's happening right now. So these are several key factors that explain how this tragedy occurred. Pre-existing prejudice. Centuries-old, deep-ingrained anti-Semitism existed across Europe. The Nazis weaponized this hatred, adapting age-old stereotypes to dehumanize Jews and frame them as biological threats to society. Trauma and instability. Following the devastation of World War I and the economic ruin of the Great Depression, many Germans felt desperate. The Nazis promised to restore national pride, private economic stability, and protect the country from perceived enemies like communism. Propaganda and dehumanization. Nazi propaganda, tightly controlled by Joseph Goebbels, manipulated the masses. It used news media like widespread radio and film to create a culture of conformity, portraying the regime's actions as a righteous fit for a pure society. Incremental normalization. The persecution did not start with mass murder. It was gradual. Step-by-step processes of stripping away rights, starting with the civil service, leading to the Nuremberg laws. I didn't know what that is, so I looked it up, and I'll read that after maybe. And culminating in the final solution. This gradual escalation allowed citizens to adapt and normalize the mistreatment of their neighbors. Complicity and opportunism. Ordinary citizens, local officials, and civil servants became directly involved in identifying, registering, and robbing Jewish neighbors to benefit from their confiscated property. And the last one is terror and coercion. The regime used brutal terror, including the Gestapo and concentration camps, to silence or eliminate political opponents and anyone who spoke out. We must pay attention, not from a place of fear, a natural human response, by the way. A natural human response to a real threat, especially when we understand that we are interconnected. We are truly all one. Yet we're having these unique human experiences. Yet we are still interconnected, still affecting each other. We are still in the field. All there is the field of consciousness. And we are all adding to that, all putting out. Our bodies are conductors of energy, and we are a vibration. We are emanating out energy. And so we are all impacting the all of everything. We are all impacting what is happening globally, all over the world right now. And so we can no longer afford to look away. We need eyes to see right now. But from a place that we are grounded, coming into this moment, remembering or knowing we are not our thoughts and we are not our emotions. When we have gnosis of this through coming to meet ourselves, the essence, the part of us that never changes, we connect to that, the space between the thoughts. Come into the body, use your breath. When you do that, you are connected to consciousness. Open your heart as love. You are connected to the bliss of the all of everything peace. And so right now, these practices are incredible, simple, free. We can do even just 5 minutes a day to come out of the mind into the body. We can take deep belly breaths, being present, disidentifying with the thoughts, understanding that we are feeling emotions, that is energy moving through us, but that we are not that. This energy can pass, and we can help it pass when we come out of the mind, open the heart to feel love. We can allow ourselves to feel love. We try to protect our hearts. We don't want to feel love because we don't want our hearts to break, but we are not protecting ourselves. Yes, we need boundaries to love ourselves. We have boundaries. I am not saying that. But when we refuse to love, when we close our heart down to protect ourselves, we slowly start to wither. It is love energy that is life-giving energy, healing energy, breathes life into us energy. So when we open as love to feel the energy of love, open as conscious, come out of the mind, just watch your thoughts float by. Now you are in a place to meet yourself, to commune with the divine, to heal yourself, and to be a participant into that collective energy that is one of love, peace, healing. What you embody, you bring to the world. We are all day long, all creating karma. Also, we are constantly creating karma. Karma is not a punishment. It is not a reward. It is cause and effect. Our thoughts, our words, our actions are creating cause and effect, cause and effect. And so what can we do? What can we do? We are not powerless. We are not powerless. We can contribute to the collective energy with peace, with love, with grace, with compassion. We can come to meet ourselves, bring healing, life-giving energy to ourselves. And then whoever we interact with, we bring those things. So it starts with us. We can gain resilience. We can learn to feel those difficult energies, emotions, to deal with chaos. We become able to withstand the storms of life when we do this practice, open as consciousness, open as love. We can connect to the joy that never leaves. Easy access. My heart is with you. Thank you for being here. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. How are you doing? What's on your heart? What's on your mind? And what do you want to talk about? I would love it if you would like this video and support me by subscribing. Thank you.